Today, we're fortunate to have, as you can see on your screen, Randy Rosales. So Randy is a member of BNI Big Tsunami here in Vancouver. He is not a longtime member of BNI, like years and years, but he's a very impactful member of BNI, and not just locally, but globally. And Randy has been to more national and international BNI conferences than 99% of the members here in British Columbia have ever been to. He hangs with Ivan Meisner. If you see his social media, you can see him hanging out with Dr. Ivan Meisner, the founder of BNI, and lots of claims to fame. But he did a Why BNI video that he for the contest for the global conference that was this past November in Australia, and he came in the top three. And his video was shown at the conference to thousands of attendees there. He's got another honor coming up. He may or may not talk to you about it at the national conference, Canada-US conference coming up. Here's a question for you, though, or not a question, more of a statement. Did you know that for most members in BNI, when they Google their name or their business name, one of the top three posts on Google, the first three, is their BNI Connect profile? Whether they've done a lot of SEO or not, the number 1, 2, or 3 is their BNI Connect profile. Why? Because every week there is over 300,000 members globally using BNI Connect. Google loves that. We get rewarded by getting found. And today, how to turn your BNI Connect profile into a 24/7 referral machine. Your profile is everything. And Randy's profile is pretty awesome. He's the right person to be talking to you about it. So Randy, your company is Freelance Latin America. Happy to have you. Enjoy the next hour, everyone. Randy, throw it to you.
Thank you so much, Warren, for that warm welcome. Yeah, so we're going to be talking around 30 to 40 minutes on how to set this up and why it's important and all these little tricks that go beyond the 100% profile completion that we're going to cover here. And then real stories of real members like you who have got business and referrals thanks to their BNI Connect profile. We want to make this dynamic and interactive. And if at the end of the session you still have questions, book a one-to-one with me, and I will be delighted to walk you step by step on how to implement everything that we are going to discuss here, as I've done with many members from my chapter and from across the globe. When they have booked a one-to-one with me, I've walked them through the step-by-step process on how to complete their BNI Connect profile up to 100%. So as Mark was saying, this is huge for your SEO and your visibility on Google. Remember the 3 steps: visibility, credibility, profitability. This session will impact the first 2 steps. How you get more visibility and more credibility once you get visible, and how you can turn your BNI Connect profile into a 24/7 referral machine where you can get referrals and connections while you're sleeping, while you're working on the business. That's the main takeaway of this lunch and learn. So let's get right into it. So first question for you all. If someone searched you or your business on BNI Connect, would you even show up? That's the first question. Feel free to drop your answers on the chat. And as Dr. Meinzer says, people have this bias of the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So you want to show yourself professionally and competent in every area of your life, because otherwise people are going to relate an incomplete profile with incomplete service delivery. So you don't want to make that first wrong impression. And you want to be searchable. You want to appear on these searches. And that's why it's so important to update your profile, because remember, at the end of the day, BNI Connect is BNI's social network. So anybody here remembers how Facebook started? Facebook started as a social network for Harvard and then expanded as a private social network for colleges and universities in Boston. And then it turned into this trillion-dollar company that we know today with social networks all over the world. So BNI Connect is BNI's social network, and you should treat it as it is. And if you see it as a social network and a private internal social network for BNI members of 350,000 members worldwide, you will get better results. If you include that into your referral marketing engine strategy, you will see better results. If you invest the time on it, as you invest on your SEO, on your social media marketing, on your all strategies, it will generate results. So see it as it is. Now, if you show up on the search, good members understand what you do. This is what we're going to explain, how you can simplify what you do so anyone who reads your profile understands how to refer you. And number three, will you generate the credibility to refer you? I've had a one-to-one with a member who's generating 1 million Canadian dollars a year out of BNI. He's a very competent member, extremely good at what he does. He's been in BNI for 10 years now. But if you look at his BNI Connect profile, like before having this one-to-one with me, his website was updated, no professional headshot, email outdated, and these things that didn't add up to his credibility. He's a fantastic member. He's a fantastic business owner. If you know him, like I've hired him and I've done business with him and I have like glowing reviews and I've posted 5-star Google reviews on his website. But that's because I know him. That's because I personally had a one-to-one with him. But what about if someone in another country or another city look him up and his profile showed up with an outdated website, outdated email address, outdated phone number, no profile picture? He wouldn't generate trust and he wouldn't get the business. So he got my business because I know him and I think he's competent. But otherwise, he wouldn't have got it if I only made my judgment of him based on his BNI Connect profile. So this is very important. It creates credibility that then turns into profitability, as we know. So even if you're doing the power of one, your weekly meetings, your one-to-ones, your education sessions, you could be invisible for BNI members worldwide if your profile is not complete. And that's why this is so important for everyone here. Just as a reminder, we are the largest networking organization in the world. BNI has 41 years of consecutive growth year over year. Not many companies can brag to have that. Even during COVID, BNI grew. So we want to leverage that. We want to leverage the largest networking organization in the world. How you do it? Being searchable, showing up, and how BNI has, what tool BNI has developed to help us achieve that, the BNI Connect profile. So that's the key. If you have a BNI Connect profile optimized, you will leverage the global network. Now, if you can provide services beyond your local chapter, beyond your local city, this is 200% for you because you can do business virtually, globally, or remotely. But even if you only can provide services in your local city, like a cleaning service or a flower service, like only on your local city, this is also for you because we're going to show real stories at the end of this presentation of real members that I've known that have got business because someone else looked them up on BNI Connect, they pop up in the search and they got the business because their profile was completed. Now we're going to go over 5 pillars of a referral-ready profile. Number 1, the first impression. Remember, we are all humans. We are all biased individuals. So first impressions matter and there is no a second chance for a good first impression. Number 2, clarity. You want to explain clearly what you do, what's your best product, and how can people refer to you. Number 3, searchability. It's all about the keywords, how to stand out, and how to appear on people's searches. Number 4, credibility. You want to be credible because as you know, the steps to generate profitability is visibility, credibility, and you need to generate trust. And that starts by a complete profile. And then these add-ons and these things that help you stand out that not many members do, and they don't count to help you optimize your profile up to 100%. They are kind of this extra step, this extra mile that we have identified that it helps you stand out of the crowd. So even if you have a 100% complete profile and you do these last things, you will be even beyond the people who have 100% complete profiles. You will stand out in that crowd. So if you take anything out of this Lunch and Learn, it will be this. This is what you want. You want on your BNI Connect desktop version, you want this bar up to 100%. That's the goal. If you can get this bar up to 100%, then you are done. We've fulfill the objective of this Lunch and Learn. So this is our goal today. And if you have like 1%, 2% missing, book a one-to-one with me and I help you identify where that missing piece is so you show up as 100% complete. Now, first impressions are everything. When someone doesn't know you, they haven't heard about you, they only search you on the BNI Connect app, which is, as I said, is BNI's private social media. Remember how Facebook started? So this is how BNI has started to connect members worldwide. This is BNI's social network. So we better invest in our strategy like as it is. And BNI, from what I learned in the national conferences and talking with Dr. Ivan Meister, they're going to invest millions of US dollars into this. So they're going to grow it, they're going to develop it, and they're always tweaking it and making changes and improvements to it. So they're going to really focus hard on this. So we better take advantage of it and use it. So first impressions are everything, and they all start with your headshot. Nowadays, it's so easy to have a clean headshot. In my case, I took mine in our offices in South America, so you can kind of see your virtual assistants in the background. And actually, one of the members of my chapter, he has a car shop, and he said, I want my profile picture like Randy's. So he took his profile picture with his mechanic working on the back and an SUV working on the back, because you want to kind of show, especially if you have a service, you want to kind of show a sneak peek of your service, of your office, how the setup is. But even if you use a white background, regular headshot, that's fine too. Don't overcomplicate it. Just have an updated picture there. That's the most important step to achieve this great first impression that you want to generate. And with AI, you can even have someone take you a cell phone photo and then upload it into ChatGPT or your favorite AI app and ask it, transform this photo into a high quality work environment, professional headshot, add office setting in the back, and make me look amazing, like if it was taken with a professional camera. And AI will help you with those details. So there is no excuse right now of not having a great picture on your profile. And this is the first impression members will see of you. Number two, personal details. So if you take anything out of this Lunch and Learn, please complete these two parts: professional photo and your personal details, because this is how they can find you on the network. There is this podcast episode that Dr. Meisner talks about a photographer he needed in New York to get a photo shooting in New York, and he was looking up New York BNI members, and some of the photographers that show up on the search didn't have their own professional picture. So of course they didn't get the job. Who got it? The ones that at least got a professional picture in their profile. So imagine a professional photographer with no professional picture on their BNI Connect. That's kind of unacceptable, right? So this is the number two step, your personal details. You need to add on this part your personal cell phone, your email, office number, your website, and then as many social networks as you have. There is no limit on how many you can add. So my company, Freelance Latin America, we have presence in each social media network out there. But at the same time, I'm also working on my own social media brand. So we have a couple of social media icons there for my social media network. So add them all. There is no limit. And if you don't have any social media presence, at least try to add your LinkedIn, right? That's the professional network by excellence. So at least add your LinkedIn icon to your social media, to your LinkedIn profile. And that should be enough to at least cover the social media step. And then your office. So make sure you add your office details, your office location, so people know where to find you. These two are the most important pieces. If you are searchable and people know how to contact you, at least you've gone like halfway through. If you complete this, you'll get at least 50% of your profile completed, because that's what BNI Connect wants. It wants like basic information of you, how to send, like how you're reachable through email, website, phone numbers, and your office address. Same as social media, okay? Then your business description. Describe to anyone who doesn't know you or your business what you do and who you help. short business description will help you also stand out. Now, an extra step is how to embed a YouTube video to help you stand out, and we're going to go over it at the end of the Lunch and Learn. Now, keywords are everything in this network. Why? Because when you're searching on BNI Connect and you use the search bar, it doesn't work as SEO. So if you're searching something on Google, your name and your company name will be picked up by the BNI national, regional, global websites where you show up. If you're searching on Google, as Mark said, your BNI profile will show up on the first pages of search because of BNI. It's such a large network and it's SEO optimized. But then if you're looking inside the BNI Connect network, inside the app or inside the desktop version, like inside the BNI Connect private social media, SEO doesn't work the same way, right? Because they are not an engine. They are not a search engine. They work more as a database. So I don't know the members here that were like used to research before the internet era, when you have this encart and these other files, that it was all based on keywords and database. So this is what BNI Connect is right now. It's not indexed with SEO, with Google, or with social media. It has its own database of keywords. This is why keywords are everything for you to show up on global searches inside the app, inside the BNI Connect network. And you want to add as many keywords as you can. As many as you can. Like, for example, in our case, right? So we added how we are keywords related on how people will look us up, like virtual assistants or remote workers or outsourcing, staffing agency, nearshoring. But we also added something that doesn't have to do with our business, which is EOS, which is Entrepreneurial Operating System. Why we added that? Because if you have a member searching for virtual assistants EOS, we will show up in the search just because we added EOS in the keywords. So what is EOS? It's this all methodology on how to run your business more efficiently, and they have a bunch of books about it. And there is one podcast episode that Dr. Meisner talks about an Australian coach that got a referral through BNI Connect because as a business coach, he listed EOS on his keywords. And he got the referral and the business because he listed EOS on his keywords, and this member was looking for a business coach specialized on EOS. So if your company is running on EOS or you're using this methodology, add it. Add it, because when someone looks for EOS, your names will show up. So I added EOS after I listened to that podcast, and it just tells you like how powerful this is. And it's not SEO, it's just keywords. So if someone looks you up and they look up these keywords, you will show up if you have as many keywords as you can about your business. Even if it's not directly related to your business, it also works. So use as many spaces as you can. Then how to make these referrals easy for you? Well, you should explain what you do, who you help, what problems you solve, and how can people refer you? Who are your ideal clients? So if you want to complete your profile up to 100%, after you uploaded a professional photo, your personal details, your business description, which is like the base, right? The essentials. You're going to deeper into this, and then you have to complete your bio, gains, tops, and the weekly presentations. Basically, the information that we exchange or should exchange in our BNI one-to-ones, in our BNI worksheets. So BNI Connect wants you to upload and complete the same information that you will exchange on a BNI one-to-one, because we want our fellow members to know us before meeting with us. And we want them to be prepared for that one-to-one before the meeting even begins. So what is the bio? Basically is how many years you have in business, your previous jobs, hobbies or interests, and where you live. Basic information. Years in this city, your burning desire, one of these crazy BNI questions that help us know each other better as members. Someone nobody knows about you in BNI. Could be something funny. So in my case, My wife and I were each other's first kiss in fourth grade, and we know each other since fourth grade. So that's something that not many people know about us. And now we've been married for 13 years and have four beautiful children. And yeah, what is your key to success? That's the bio, right? Then we go into the gains. So remember, gains is an acronym that BNI created that stands for goals, accomplishments, interests, network, and skills. And you want to fill everything up. So your profile is completed. And also make sure you update it year over year. Some members I have one-to-ones with, they think that completing this is one said and done. But the reality is that you need to update this every year because every year you have new goals, or you had new accomplishments, or you joined new networks and you have different interests. So you want to keep this section updated as much as possible as well. So in my goals for this year, I updated my spiritual goals, physical goals, financial goals, intellectual goals, and the company goals. You can do it as you wish. You can only add one, and that should be fine. You can only add something that I've seen with other members, like your giving goals and your getting goals, basically what you're achieving other members to accomplish, and then what you want other members to help you achieve. So you can set this up however you want. I use a goal setting framework called Inspire, which stands for income, spiritual, physical, intellectual, relational, and emotional. And that's how I design my year and design my life around those goals. And those are the ones that I incorporated into my gains profile on 2026 goals. And then you list your accomplishments. And it's okay to brag here, right? I know Canadians are known by being very humble, but as one of my coaches, Dan Martel, says, humble doesn't pay the bills. So sometimes you need to brag a little bit about your accomplishments and feel proud about them, right? And that it's okay. It's okay to feel proud about them. So in my case, I updated my 2025 accomplishments for the 2026 ones, and as Mark said, I included being one of the top 3 winners of the BNI Global Video Contest that has got a lot of referrals, a lot of visibility for us, and a few referrals even from Sydney. And this is another BNI tool that you have access to as a BNI member that is already included on what you're paying for membership. So you don't have to pay anything extra to participate in this contest. And it gives you a lot of visibility for what you're already paying. And then, of course, add your interest and add your networks. Then you have your tops. These are basically your ideal referrals. Who are your ideal referrals? Put them on the chat if you have identified who your ideal referral is. So we can connect you to those referrals if you have another member here that might be also interested in connecting you. Then top problem solved. Have you asked yourself, what is the top problem that you solve for your clients? If not, ask your clients, hey, what is the problem that I solve for you? Sometimes as business owners, we don't spend as much time on the strategy because we're so busy putting off fires and dealing with the day-to-day operation that we don't take enough time to think on these things. But this is super important, like what problem you solve for your clients. If you don't know, ask ChatGPT or ask your clients. Then you want to also add your ideal referral partners. These are the BNI members who are more likely to send you referrals, right? Because you work with the same type of clients. So like in our case, will be business coaches because they know companies inside out and they know their growing pains and they know their people problems and sometimes their cash flow problems. And they know that we can help them hire people at a fraction of the cost of employees in North America. So they can connect me with their clients because they know their clients' problems and they know that we can help them solve those problems. And then top product. If you have like we do 3 different packages in our website, like in our cases, the scale package, the supported, and the source package, just list your top package, your top product here. So people know what your preferred service is. And then your favorite BNI story. So last year when I joined as a new member, my favorite BNI story was, how warm and welcoming everyone was with me. It made me feel like home, made me feel welcome to the country and to the organization. And now this year, this favorite BNI story has evolved into, being from zero network in Canada to connected with more than 150 people over one-to-ones, and being from zero revenue from BNI to $130,000 over 14 months. And I already 40x my BNI investment in money. So in just 1 year, as a new member in a B2B contact sphere, which is pretty tough to build credibility in, I've already 40x my money investment on BNI. And that's part of my favorite BNI story, how incredibly helpful this organization is. Then you'll see this part that says commercials. These are your weekly presentations. So if you don't know how to fill this up, these are just examples of your weekly presentations. Use the ones that you use in your weekly presentations, paste them there, and just complete this part. And this will also help you when you have a sub and you don't know like what to say or what message to share. Just copy and paste whatever you created in this section, and that way your sub will know what to say on your behalf. Now, if you complete everything that we've got up to here, you will have a 100% complete profile. Sounds easy, right? 30, like 1 hour work, and then your profile is working for you while you're sleeping 24/7. And you will be able to connect with members worldwide and build credibility and trust with them. Because remember, the way you do anything is the way people think you do everything. So you want to show yourself as a competent business owner, because that way people will think that when they send referrals your way, you will treat them as they deserve, and you will provide a competent service to them. So these are your extra steps. Number one, testimonials, right? Because social proof is everything. And the app allows you to have testimonials from other BNI members who have used your services. So make sure that you click on the button that says ask for a testimonial, and the members who have hired you, they will a window request will show up on their app and will prompt them to leave you a testimonial. And it's all about givers gain, right? We want to help each other grow. So what better way to help you grow than leaving a testimonial for a member that you have hired, or asking someone else that has used your services to leave a testimonial for you. Remember, asking is the first step to get something. So we need to not being afraid to ask. Remember, and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you want to ask which members have hired your services, if they could leave a testimonial for you. This will not impact on your 100% profile completion, but it's this extra step that improves your social proof and your credibility in the network. Second kind of tip to achieve that, we have on the BNI profile a section called the photo gallery. And what you want to do with that photo gallery is that you want to take screenshots of your Google reviews, of your BBB reviews, of your LinkedIn recommendations. Whoever has sent you a review in a public site, just take a screenshot of those reviews and add them as a picture in your photo gallery on your BNI Connect profile. Again, this will not influence your BNI profile completion, but it will add social proof and credibility to your business. So you want to use that as a kind of an extra step to go above and beyond. And then, I don't know, can you hear this audio? Is it? No? Okay, let me see. So I want to show you here this recording from the very first referral we got in BNI. The very first referral didn't come from my chapter. It came from Lisbeth in Florida, who was searching for virtual assistants, and many companies show up, but she contacted us and we got the referral because our profile was completed. So I joined BNI, or my company joined BNI, the first time in the US. We had our chief marketing and commercial officer in the US, in Utah. She joined BNI there, and she stayed for around 6 months. And we didn't get one single referral out of that time in the US. Why? Because she was a very busy full-time employee of my business, running a 15 people team, sales and marketing for my company. So she was already too busy to take on this 10 hours a week commitment that involves BNI. So BNI investment is not just money, it's your time. And we realized, like in retrospective, like she didn't invest enough time to make it work, to make things happen. So once I joined Big Tsunami here in Canada in January last year, I completed my training program and I learned about this profile completion because that's taught on the BNI, now BNI Academy. It used to be BNI Business Builder. And the program is there, the course is there, the step-by-step is there, but you also need the time to invest in learning. As business owners, that's critical, right? Nobody is going to learn for us. That's something that we cannot delegate, the learning piece. And I had enough time to go through this training program to learn how this is supposed to be set up, because when she was doing it, she didn't have enough time to do it. So we didn't have a BNI Connect profile completed. We didn't have a gains profile developed. We didn't do the gains exchange the way it's supposed to be done. We didn't have printed gains profile, none of that. So once I joined, I learned how it was done. I completed my profile. And in February of last year, I got my first BNI referral, not from my chapter, but for someone in Florida who was looking for virtual assistants. And in this conversation, she describes how she found us through the network. So I'm going to play it again. Not sure if you can listen to the conversation and the audio. If not, at least I give you a summary of what the conversation was about. But if you haven't had these kind of sales calls, it's because your competition is getting your referrals. It's because your competitors have a developed profile and they are getting those referrals. And you're not getting them because your profile is not completed, so nobody's trusting you until they know you. So nobody's trusting you and you're not getting the connection or the referral because of that.
I don't think there's any audio, Randy. I think you have to, when you're sharing, you have to click share your computer's audio in that screen.
Okay, so let me see. Share.
We can send it out after as well, if you like.
Yeah. So I don't want to take much time here, but basically that's the story, right? And that's how she described how she found us through BNI Connect. And that's what I want for all of you here, that you get those referrals that currently your competitors are getting because they have their profile completed. But then it's not just me. You can say, oh yeah, because you have a virtual assistance company, so you can work with people remotely all over the world. You have a global business, a remote business, so this is perfect for you. But what about for me, who runs a local cleaning agency? So what's more local than a cleaning agency if it's residential cleaning that can only work in a specific city? What's more local than that? And then I want to tell you about my friend Rob, who used to be a BNI member until like a couple of months ago. He found he needed a cleaning service for his family in Ontario. So he went to the BNI Connect app and he searched for residential cleaners, and Richard's profile pop up. And he connected with Richard. Richard got a referral and a done deal because he got the business, he got the residential cleaning that Rob was needing. And at the same time, while they were connected on one-to-one, Rob discovered that Richard was looking for a virtual assistant. And that's how that connection turned into a referral for me, because then Rob connected Richard to me. And we had a one-to-one, we had a great time. And I learned that he's also Venezuelan like myself. And we now we're friends on LinkedIn. We're supporting each other's posts and liking each other's posts. And that's the magic of the BNI Connect network. Like, we are more interconnected than we think. And then what about this other example? My friend Eric was in a pickleball tournament in Vietnam, and he needed a lawyer there. So did he go to Google and look for lawyers in Vietnam? No. He went through his vetted business network, which is BNI, and he looked for lawyers in Vietnam, and one lawyer showed up. He got Eric's referral and he got Eric's business just because the lawyer had a profile completed in the network with contact information. That's the main part. You need to have your contact information updated. This lawyer had it, he got the business. And we got the same as well. So we needed business lawyers in the US. We got a lawyer. in the US through the BNI Connect network, and he didn't even charge us for the first consultation because it was a one-to-one. So this is another benefit of being part of the network. You can connect with other professionals, and they are open to have one-to-ones with you because that's the organization culture and principles and values. But if you weren't part of the network, probably you will have to pay for a first consultation with that lawyer to get access to his time. So this is the magic of having people connecting on BNI Connect. Colin has his hand raised, so please, Colin, go ahead. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, that was me just mucking about. I don't know why I did that.
Okay, no worries. No worries. Then we have this other example. Wanda Woods, she's the residential home insurance agent of our chapter. She has got 3 referrals from Calgary, from other insurance brokers who had clients that were going to BC and they needed seasonal home insurance for their seasonal properties in BC. And Wanda helped them with that. So she got 3 referrals and done businesses from other insurance brokers in another province just because she had her contact information updated and her BNI profile completed. 3 referrals that otherwise wouldn't have happened. And probably before she completed her profile, her competitors got those referrals because her name didn't even show up, even though she's been like 20 plus years on BNI. So this is huge. Like, this is so important to complete because you never know who you're going to meet. And then Valeria, she's also the residential cleaner of my chapter. She got a referral from Vegas, someone she doesn't even know, someone that doesn't know her either. But this person was looking for residential cleaning in Vancouver, and she got the referral and she got the business because her profile was completed. So this is not only for virtual companies, remote companies, global companies like mine. This is for everyone in any industry, local, regional, national. You can get referrals if you have your profile completed. Now, like Dr. Meisner says, if you complete your profile, I cannot guarantee that you will get referrals. But if you don't complete it, I 100% will guarantee that you won't get any referral through BNI Connect because your information is not there and your competitors are getting the referral that should go your way. Then these couple of steps are just to stand out. Now your profile is 100% complete, but you want to stand out, right? Out of that crowd. So this is how you do it. First, what we did is to embed a YouTube video. Nowadays, people are more visual. They want to see and listen to things rather than just reading. So if you embed a YouTube video of your company on your business description, it will help you stand out because not many members do it. And once they see that your profile has it, it will stand out. Now, how you do that? So you go to YouTube, you click on embed video, you copy the link, and then you add that link on your My Business description on your BNI profile. So go to your My Business description, paste that embed code from the YouTube video, and it will show up there automatically. Now, the other step not many members take, the photo gallery. This is for you to display pictures of your offices, of your team, your activities. This is my picture here with Dr. Ivan Meisner in the national conference in the US last year. And also, this is the place where you post your reviews screenshots. So all of your screenshots, post them there. So when people go over your profile, they can see your testimonials and your reviews outside of the BNI network. You can post here your Google reviews, your BBB review, whatever network you're part of. Take a screenshot and add it to the photo gallery. And join BNI groups. BNI is working on developing this part. You can create your own group and you can share with like-minded individuals. Like in our case, we are on groups of virtual assistants, of ChatGPT and AI, of B2B businesses, and you can interact with other members worldwide through these groups. So as I mentioned, BNI is building the BNI Connect app as its own private social media for members. In the same way as you have Facebook groups, you have also BNI groups on your BNI Connect profile. So you better add yourself to those groups and network with these individuals because they can send you referrals worldwide. And I don't know if you knew, but there is a global power team that you can join if you've been in BNI for more than a year and you meet other criteria. And then if you can get referrals outside of if you can serve your clients outside of your local city, this will be also a very important tool to leverage in the BNI arsenal. And then this is just kind of a vanity thing that my team figured out. Like if you complete your profile, but you want to use bullet points and you want your text to look kind of pretty and professional, they use this simple HTML code just to organize the text and basically to make it look like bullet points. So this is a way to make it look like bullet points. Remember, we don't read, we skim through things. So if you want to make your kind of profile description as bullet points, it will be super helpful to do so. So this is an example, right? You use this type of code and then it will show your business description and your profile description in bullet points like this, as you can see here. And lastly, if you do all of this, but your profile privacy settings are not kind of set up to show to all, nobody's going to find you. So you need to go to your profile privacy settings and you need to click on member to member settings and then select all. So it's visible to all. This is a very important step because even if you complete your profile, but your privacy settings are private or not public, you won't show up in any searches. So it needs to be public to all. And if you're worried about, but then people are going to spam me or they're going to find my phone number and they're going to be added to these sales campaigns and these spamming campaigns, in the world we're living in, there is no way you're going to get out of that. Like you just need to live with that and you just need to have a system that reroutes those young emails into your young folder and you flag them as spam emails so you don't get them again. But for me, the opportunity cost of having all my settings private for nobody to see is higher than the cost of getting a spam email once in a while or a spamming phone call once in a while that I can just flag as a spam and I won't get it again. So the opportunity cost is just too high. I would prefer to have all my settings public to all because we joined BNI not to stay invisible, right? We joined to be visible and be easily searchable and be easy to connect with people. So if you have all your privacy settings public to all, you will achieve that. So just as a recap, upload a professional photo, even if it's a cell phone photo. You can even upload it into ChatGPT to make it look professional for you. If it's a plain white background photo, that's fine too. Just make sure you add a photo, please. Number 2, improve your business description. Explain what you do, who you help, and who your ideal referrals are in your My Business description. And then if you want to add the embedded YouTube video to go the extra mile, that's great. Then add more than 10 keywords, as many as you can, until you cannot add any single keyword more. So add them as many as you can. Because remember, BNI Connect is a database. It works with keywords. Inside BNI Connect, as of now, there is no search engine optimization. It's not like Google. It's based on a database that runs on keywords. Number 4, make sure you complete your gains, your bio, and your talks. And number 5, you want to have social proof of your services. So if the members who have hired you, ask for their testimonials. One thing that has worked well for us is that give before you get, givers gain, right? Give a testimonial first to that member, and then you can ask for reciprocity and ask to get a testimonial for you as well. But start by giving, right? That's all what BNI is about, is givers gain. So if you want a profile completion checklist of everything that we have just discussed, you can scan this QR code and you can get it. Mark will also drop it on the chat. And Mark also has this PDF file that he will share with everyone who attended this session. You will get this PDF file with a checklist, step by step, on how to complete your profile up to 100% and those steps to go above and beyond. And if you don't like reading, but you prefer a video, you can check out my AI twin on a tutorial on how to complete your profile up to 100%. And there is no world in which AI is going to go away. That's why we love playing out with these tools. And this is my AI twin. It's a work in progress. It's not perfect, but we prefer progress than perfection. And we like to play with these things because this is not going to go away. So you better adopt it early. Finally, some educational content. If you scan this QR code, it will take you to this BNI podcast, but you can listen to the founder of BNI talking about how important it is to have your profile completed and real stories from real members that have got referrals because they have their profile completed. So check out this podcast episode kind of to reinforce everything that we've gone through during this Lunch and Learn. And that's it. You can scan this QR code to book a one-to-one with me if you want that personalized one-to-one approach to help you achieve your goals, complete your profile up to 100%, and also complete these extra steps to boost your visibility and credibility. I'm super happy to help you do that. I've done it with multiple members in my chapter and other chapters across the world, and I would love to do it with you as well. So feel free to book a one-to-one and we can go over it step by step. We can focus it on you and on your profile.
Thank you again for being here. Thank you to Randy. Claim your CEU, your 1 hour. You've earned it. You stayed for it. So thank you. And Randy's information is here. If you have any more questions, reach out directly to him. Book a one-to-one with him. He'll help you. That's giver's gain is what is in Randy's blood. So book a one-to-one with him.